What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Miami Dolphins beat the Los Angeles Chargers 36-34 in a shootout. What a game and what a comeback by the Miami Dolphins today, as they were down in this ball game multiple times. The fourth quarter was the main deficits. They were down two different times in the fourth quarter. They were down 31-27. They were also down 34-30, and they had a game-winning touchdown drive when Tua Tagovailoa, who had an unbelievable day in this Week 1 performance, there was a 4-yard touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill, who he even had just as good as a day as Tua Tagovailoa, and a great day for these Miami Dolphins. Give it to the Chargers. They had a great game, but the Dolphins were just better in this ball game, and this was just an offensive game today. A total of 70 points scored in this game. All right, let's go over the scoring summary. There were a lot of scores in this ball game. That there were only two in the first quarter. Starts off with the Austin Eckler 1-yard touchdown run for the Chargers. Cameron Dicker makes the extra point. It's 7-0. Then the first quarter, Raheem Mostert with a 2-yard touchdown run, and it's 7-7. The ball game is tied up. Dolphins take their first lead in the first. There were a total of 5 scores, 3 for the Dolphins and 2 for the Chargers in the second quarter. And the first one goes to the Dolphins when Jason Sanders makes a 23-yard field goal. It's 10-7. Then, with 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go, the Chargers take the lead back when Justin Herbert throws his only touchdown of the day with a 1-yard touchdown pass to Donald Parham Jr. Extra point is good by Cameron Dicker, and it's 14-10. Then Tua Tagovailoa throws a 1-yard touchdown pass to River Crackcraft. I don't know. Jason Sanders makes the extra point. It's 17-14. And then you had 2 crazy field goals going into halftime. Cameron Dicker, with 9 seconds remaining for the Chargers, knocks in a 50-yard field goal. It's 17-17. And somehow the Dolphins, who only have 9 seconds remaining, go on a 2-play 52-yard drive, and Jason Sanders knocks in a 41-yard field goal. Just unbelievable 8 seconds right there, because there was probably 1 second. There was definitely 1 second remaining when the Dolphins kicked that field goal. So they only got the ball back with 9 seconds, and then there was probably 1 or 2 seconds left when they kicked the field goal. So I think that was a hell of a drive right there, and it's 20-17. Then the third quarter, you have 2 touchdowns, 1 for each team. So going into the second half, it's 20-17. Then Justin Herbert and the Chargers take the lead back when Justin Herbert has a 1-yard touchdown run. Cameron Dicker makes the extra point. It's 24-20. Then Tua Tagovailoa connects to Tyreek Hill on a 35-yard touchdown pass, and it's 27-24. Then in the fourth quarter, Josh O'Kelly has a 2-yard touchdown run. The Chargers take the lead back. Cameron Dicker makes the extra point. It's 31-27. And then Jason Sanders makes a field goal from 45 yards, 30-31 for the Dolphins. And then Cameron Dicker makes a 25-yard field goal. It's 34-30. Chargers have a 4 lead back again. And then Tua Tagovailoa hits Tyreek Hill for a 4-yard touchdown pass. Jason Sanders' extra point is no good, and it's 36-34. So, pretty good right there for the Miami Dolphins. Game leaders, how about Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill? Tua was, of course, the leader in passing yards for both teams with 28 for 45, 466 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception. Early MVP candidate, maybe? I'm just kidding. Way too early to be talking about MVP candidates, but he keeps it up. He will be. Passing yards, Justin Herbert went 23 for 33 with 228 receiving yards and 228 passing yards and 1 passing touchdown. Leader in rushing yards for the Dolphins was Raheem Mostert with 10 carries, 37 rushing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown, while Austin Eckler led the Chargers in rushing yards with 16 carries, 117 rushing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. What a day for Tyreek Hill. What a way to start the season. For the Dolphins, 11 receptions, 215 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. He told everybody he was gonna break the record for receiving yards this season. He very well possibly could do it if he stays healthy and keeps it up like this. Keenan Allen led the Chargers in receiving yards with 6 receptions and 76 receiving yards. Getting into some other stats, besides Austin Eckler, how about Josh O'Kelly? Had an amazing day for this Chargers offense. 16 carries for 91 rushing yards and a 1 rushing touchdown. That running back duo of Austin Eckler and Josh O'Kelly is going to be nasty this season. Then for Miami, besides Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle had 4 receptions for 78 receiving yards. And that was really it. Durham Smythe had 3 receptions for 44 receiving yards. And then for the Chargers, Austin Eckler had 4 receptions for 47 receiving yards, and Mike Williams had 4 receptions as well, but for 45 receiving yards. Fumbles in this game, Tua fumbled twice, lost one of them, and recovered the other. And the one fumble that Tua lost was recovered by defensive player Nick Williams. A leader in tackles for the Dolphins was Javon Holland with 14 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. And leader in tackles for the Chargers was Eli Gilman with 11 tackles. 3 sacks for the Dolphins. You have 1 sack for Kadar Caillou, 1 sack for Zach Sealer, a half a sack for Jalen Phillips and Justin Bethel. Then 4 tackles for loss for the Dolphins as well. 0 sacks for the Chargers and 3 tackles for loss for the Chargers. Derwin James Jr., Nick Williams, and Tuli Tupeluto with the other tackle for loss. Probably said that wrong. And then the only interception in this ballgame, which was thrown by Tua Tagovailoa, was an interception by J.C. Jackson, who Tua threw an interception to J.C. Jackson, and he returned it for 9 yards. So, pretty good game. This was a really fun game to watch. You guys let me know your thoughts on the game. Great start to the season for the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill with amazing games. I mean, this was probably the best game of week 1 in my opinion. That's it for the video though. Hope you guys enjoy them and your thoughts, and peace out.